Hey there, Deep Inspiration Hub here. Today I'm going to be introducing you to a new project that I haven't talked about yet on my channel, and this project is called the KIP Protocol. So they have an ongoing checker note sale that is taking place, and I want to introduce this project to you so that you don't miss out on this opportunity if you would be interested. So like I say in all my videos, whatever I talk about here is not financial advice in any form, so please make sure that you do your own research before you take any action with respect to whatever I talk about in these videos. Now in this video I'm going to talk shortly about what a KIP protocol is, some details about the upcoming checker note sale, and how you can get exclusive access to be able to purchase one of these checker note sales if you would be interested. Now KIP protocol, like they say, knowledge is property, is building a groundbreaking decentralized Web3 infrastructure for AI model owners, data owners, and AI app owners. Now, one of the major pitfalls of the existing AI infrastructure is that the authors or data owners often do not get compensated for their contributions. Now, their research is typically fundamental for training these AI models, or sometimes they even own these models. However, they do not see rewards. Now, this is basically most of the time because these developers or AI app owners usually are pretty much small compared to the big tech giants that are out there. Now, KIP addresses this problem by ensuring that creators, researchers, and app developers are remunerated for their contribution to the AI infrastructure. Now, how do they do this? Whenever an AI asset is created, so being it a model, a data, or an app that is created, these AI assets are tagged with a unique SFT token. So you can think about it's like an NFT, but it's not an NFT because this one is semi-fungible token. This NFT that is generated for that particular asset is registered on the blockchain. This would mean that whenever anyone interacts with this particular asset, whoever is the owner of this asset would get paid or get remunerated. Now, the other challenge that we have with the existing AI models is that whenever you interact with them, the data and the results that they produce are based solely on whatever that they have been trained in. So that means that if you ask them a recent trend or development, the model might end up giving you outdated information or even sometimes inaccurate answers. Now, this is usually the problem because most of these AI models are fed on what is called common crawl data, which basically means snapshots that are taken from the internet. This is typically the case because sometimes they do not want to pay whoever has the intellectual property of this data that is being used. Now, KIP is using a very smart approach to this problem by using what is called a retrieval augmented generation. So like I said, in most cases, when you ask an AI model a question, or most of the basic AI models that are out there, they provide information based on what they have been trained with. But with the retrieval augmented generation, which is also called the RAG, if you interact with the AI model, it doesn't base on what it knows, but it first goes out there to hunt for the information. So it hunts for this information, be it from web pages, be it from knowledge bases, or be it from database, and it basically gathers all this raw information from whatever data resource that it uses. Now, first it gathers all this raw information, and there is a second layer of pre-processing where the data or where the raw data that has been generated is polished. Now, the refined data is polished through additional models to enhance the context and provide a more comprehensive understanding of the topic. Now, this dual layer ensures that KIP's AI infrastructure delivers accurate and up-to-date information. So I wasn't personally surprised that they partnered with the largest Web3 based education platform, Open Campus, where they would basically leverage KIP's AI infrastructure for their Web3 based education. Now, another huge problem with the AI industry is monopoly. So in the AI industry, big corporations have the power and hold most of it. Now, this is most of the time the case because training all these AI models requires significant processing power, especially if you are thinking about the amount of GPU resources that would be required. Now, here the KIP team were very smart and partnered with ATA, where they would basically leverage ATA's GPU powerhouse. Now, if you know about ATA, you know that ATA is known to be one of the biggest GPU powerhouse based on Web3 out there. So here they would basically leverage ATA's GPU infrastructure to be able to train their models, and on the other hand side, ATA would also benefit by utilizing KIP's AI infrastructure for their crucial data evaluation and also for their payment infrastructures. Now, because a lot of data is going to be generated, a lot of data is going to be transferred here and there, a lot of intellectual property is also going to be generated, and also developers of these models, apps, and data would get remunerated. There has to be a security layer that would make sure that everything that is going on the particular KIP infrastructure is secured. Now, how are they going to do this? They are going to do this by these checker nodes. So we know that most of these checker nodes that are sold basically work on maintaining the network's integrity. So all these net checker nodes are going to be assigned tasks where they are going to be monitoring all these AI assets that are out there, so that whenever there is a malicious activity, the checker node flags this out that, hey, there is this AI asset out there that looks malicious, that looks fishy, so let's look into this. So whenever something like that is flagged out, that I also read that this information is carried on to other, I think about 4 or 5 other checker nodes that would also look into this. And whenever all these 5 or 4 checker nodes come with the same conclusion that this AI asset has been malicious, they basically flash out the AI asset so that the network would remain secure and reliable. Now, for the checker node sale, there are going to be 50,000 node licenses that are going to be sold across 33 tiers. So I had a look at the prices. So the lowest tier starts around $400, and here what do you have to notice that, so for instance, for tier 1 there are going to be 4,800 licenses that are going to be sold, and from this 4,800 the number of whitelist licenses are going to be 3,800. so that means that on the public sale, the number of public licenses that will be out there to be sold would be basically 1,000. So that means that most likely, if you want to get into one of these checker node sales for the KIP protocol, you would be way better off trying to get in with a whitelist asset. So like I said, I do have a platform where you would be able to get in on a tier 3. So I'll show you quickly how you can also buy one of these so that you can also secure your slot. So if you do not get into the tier 3, there would also be a tier 4 that would also be available so that users can basically get in, because I do not think a lot of people would honestly be able to get into the public sale, looking at how many bots are out there trying to game the system. Now, the good thing is that 20% of the total token supply would be designated to node operators, and the nice thing is that there's not going to be any clips. So that means that, as we know, in some projects you would have to wait about 180 days before you can start withdrawing your rewards. With KIP, you can basically do this from day 1. So that means that you do not have to wait for any cliff period before you can start withdrawing your rewards. Before you can do your next reward claim, you have to wait 30 days from the time that you did your last withdrawal. What is also very nice is that the checker node NFT that you would buy can be transferred 6 months from TGE. So if you are not happy with it for any reason, if you want to transfer this to anyone, you can basically do this 6 months after the token generation event. Now, the processing power that you need to run these checker nodes are not that much on the high end. Basically, you need a server or a PC with 2 GB of RAM, 2 CPU core, 50 GB of disk storage, 20 MB of internet connection, and you'll be good to go. So like with most of the checker nodes that are out there, you can decide to run your node on your personal computer. You can also run this on a VPS, or Linux-based VPS. You would also be able to run your node by just delegating it to a NAS provider out there like NodeOps, and basically they will take care of everything that has to do with the node operation for you. So basically, the technical aspect is not going to be a barrier on how to run your checker node. Now quickly, I'm going to show you how you can purchase one of these nodes if you would be interested. Just come to the NodeOps console. I'm also going to put the link in the description section. So at NodeOps, we have developed, so I'm also part of the NodeOps technical team now. We have developed sort of a platform which is called the Notepad, where users can basically purchase nodes before the public sale. So currently for KIP, this sold out very quickly. Lumos is also ongoing. So this is a very interesting project, by the way. I got about 4 of these nodes. I'm personally curious how it's going to be. And here what we're going to be talking about is a KIP protocol checker node sale. So currently they announced this a few hours ago, and 50% of this is already gone, and that's why I tried as much as possible to push out this video that early to you so that you'll be able to secure one of these nodes should you be interested. Now, the advantage with this platform is that with most of the node sales that take place, the node sale takes place on a particular blockchain. So maybe the node sale takes place on Arbitrum, takes place on BNB chain, Ethereum mainnet, whatever it has to be. And so most of the time, if you want to purchase a node, you have to transfer your funds bridge your funds, for instance, from the Ethereum mainnet to the Arbitrum mainnet, or you have to bring it from whatever blockchain to Solana and stuff like that. But if you purchase the node here, you get early access. So this is the lowest price that I have personally seen here. So this is going to be a tier 3 price at 484 USDT. This is the lowest that I have seen for the whitelist sale. The other advantages that you would also have is that you would get a 2 months free subscription on the console. You would get node points, which can be converted to real money at a point in time, and also there would be access to future airdrops, whitelisting opportunities, and stuff like that. Now, if you want to purchase one of these nodes, just click on KIP protocol, and then here you have to connect your wallet. So the KIP NFT is going to be appended on on a wallet that is compatible with Arbitrum. So typically just connect your whatever wallet that you want to use. So I use MetaMask. I'm going to connect my MetaMask wallet. And as you can see, I purchased one of these nodes already. So it already shows that I have a total of one node that I have been purchased. I will try to purchase some more if this would be possible. Now to purchase this, click on purchase. And then here you see that 53% of the nodes are sold. So they have a total of 100 nodes that are currently being sold for the tier 3. 47% of these nodes are still available at a price of 484. And then here, just put in the number of nodes that you want to buy and just click on pay. So what you have to do is to accept the terms and conditions and then click on pay. And then here you'll be redirected to the payments page where basically you fill in your name, your email address. And then here, this is what I like most about this. You can, like I said, you can pay with whatever blockchain that you have. You can pay with Ethereum, BNB chain, Polygon, Solana, Arbitrum, and stuff like that. So once you make the payments, you'll be redirected to the node console where it would be indicated that you have purchased a node. So I hope that you'll be able to get into the checker node sale with a whitelist bot. Let me know what you think about the KIP project and if you're able to secure one of these nodes. Like always, I'm going to push out tutorials once this goes live on how to set up the nodes and stuff like that. Bend it on a NAS provider, bend it on the VPS or whatever solution that would be out there. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe to my channel to see more like this, and see you in the next one. Bye.